Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, November 17th. It's good to see you again. Thanks for joining us once again on this Thursday morning. You won't believe it, but it's 60 degrees outside, but it is still November 17th. And again, grab a cup of coffee, join us. I'm Steve Kime with a very special co-host.
Well, thank you very much. I'm Jennifer Kisling. Thanks for having me back. Good morning, Enid. It's time to rise and shine.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Stand by. Everyone ready. Stand by, AJ. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Thank you, AJ. Good morning, everyone. We sincerely appreciate you joining us every Thursday morning. I continue to visit with people during the week. Say, hey, Steve, we really enjoy that Thursday show that you do, is what they say. Haven't quite figured out what all we do, Jennifer. But anyway, we're glad that you're with us. We try to give you some news, weather, sports, and all the good stuff. It's 7:31. Special helper co-host today, Jennifer Kisling. Jennifer, again, we appreciate you coming back.
Oh, thanks so much.
You're really tied into Loaves and Fishes. So what's the latest? We're a week away from Thanksgiving. Oh, my word. Do you realize that? 7 days away from Thanksgiving?
Right? Better start thawing your turkeys now.
And
Those things take forever.
There is a food need year-round.
Absolutely.
But people think of food or giving food around Thanksgiving. So what's going on at Loaves and Fishes?
The holidays, everybody needs food. Everyone thinks of it at the holidays. Our numbers are just rising like crazy. But the big thing this week is we're closing our garden. And this Saturday from 9 to noon out at the Faith Farm Garden, we are closing it. We're winterizing. We've already had our last harvest of the year.
Do you need people help to do that?
We do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested at all, please call us. The number's on the screen, 580-540-9830. We can use some extra hands to do all the work down there. We've had a great harvest this year.
Very good. Well, it's 60 degrees right now, but when they're closing the garden, it's going to probably be 20 degrees. So keep that in
Bundle
mind.
up.
We understand that the weather's going to change. Speaking of weather, let's look at some of the statewide temps that Penn Klein has put together for us. If you're journeying out to the Panhandle today, or at least right now, it's going to be around 55 degrees. Go all the way down to southern Oklahoma at Silo at 59. Hollows up to 63. And unofficially, officially, Tryon is at 61, which is over by Perkins. So we'll go with those temperatures. I've been to Lone Wolf. Been there.
Really?
Yeah.
What's in Lone Wolf? Is there
Not
a
much.
restaurant?
Not much. Yeah, food, a road, an intersection. Kind of like
A stop sign?
A stop sign, just kind of like many communities in Oklahoma. There's an intersection there. So, well, speaking of the weekend, closing the garden, I started last week. I'm the Steve Kime, Clark Griswold of the neighborhood kind of deal.
How
with
many
Christmas.
lights?
Oh, 4.3 million Christmas
good.
lights.
Check every
so my
bulb.
wife and I started last week on, well, no, we don't check every bulb.
That's when they go out, if you don't check every bulb.
Well, anyway, it's kind of a Griswold Christmas at our house, but we started last week because the weather was so nice. But for the weekend, let's look at the 3-day forecast, Jennifer.
Yeah.
What kind of weather am I going to have to continue to hang Christmas lights?
Cold. You're going to have cold weather finally. Fall is here in Oklahoma. I know you're not excited about it, but I'm thrilled. Sweater weather is here. Friday night, bundle up because it's going to get cold. We're actually going to see that first freeze. High 54 on Saturday, and a really beautiful Sunday. Kind of windy, though, but 63.
Okay, 54 degrees. That's football weather for Saturday. Go TU, go OU, and go...
Go Pokes.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I can't figure out what you guys do with your hands. I don't understand it. Thank you for joining us today. We have a very special, the Colonel's in the house, a gentleman that I've gotten to know in the last year, and we're glad that he's here to give us an update from Vance. We'll have that in just a few moments. But right now, if you want to find out what happened in sports and news overnight, we've got the bow tie guy, Derrick Silas with the Oklahoma Minute.
3 NBA teams, the Bucks, Grizzlies, and Mavericks, have stopped staying at Trump-branded hotels this season, in part to avoid any implied association with the new president-elect, according to ESPN. And Tulsa Mayor Dewey Bartlett stunned local officials Tuesday in his final State of the City address, announcing his desire to be United States Transportation Secretary under President-elect Donald Trump. The Enid City Commission voted to approve a contract to purchase property for the expansion of South Government Springs Park. And last night, the Thunder gets a win over the Rockets, 105-103. And tomorrow they will play the Nets at 7 p.m. in Oklahoma City. In sports this Saturday, OU will play West Virginia at 7 p.m. It will air on ABC. OSU will play Texas Central at 11 a.m. in Fort Worth. It will air on FS1. And Tulsa University will play University of Central Florida at 7 p.m. in Orlando, Florida. It will air on ESPN News. And on this day in history, in 2003, the Terminator becomes the governor of California. Yes, actor and former bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger is sworn in as the 38th governor of California. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Stephen, Jennifer.
Whoa, that was a quick minute. Barely had time to drink coffee, clear my throat, or anything. So thank you, Derrick. Appreciate all that information again in a quick 60 seconds you learned. And Jennifer, this is not about just news. There's trivia, there's history. The governor.
Derrick said governor.
I know. Say that again. Can you say that again? Governor. I guess he's not. There we go. Okay. All right, it's 7:36. If you're planning the wardrobe for the day for your kids, the high today is going to be 78. Unbelievable. Middle of November was 78.
Crazy.
Jennifer, a few moments ago when you were talking about loaves and fishes, you said that your numbers are increasing. Can you explain really what you mean by numbers are increasing?
Yeah.
Does that mean more people are coming by for food when you say numbers are increasing?
Absolutely. That's exactly what I mean. A lot of people have a misconception that we serve a hot meal, and we don't. You're actually coming in to grocery shop with us when folks come to Loaves and Fishes, and those numbers continue to rise. On average, we see about 820 families a month. But in the past couple months, that has skyrocketed to over 950 families a month. And so the need is great here in Enid. It's the working poor. It's people who aren't quite making a living wage. They may just be making minimum wage. And so we're just there to help. Everybody needs help every now and again, and it's our turn to lend a hand.
Very good. Well, glad that you're there to help. I just hate to hear that the numbers are increasing. But we know that's a trend across the country. So, well, again, thank you for joining us. Good Morning Enid on this Thursday, November 17. For our pilots, our friends out of Vance, our winds are out of the south at 18 miles per hour, in case that's important to you today. And again, it's holding steady at 60 degrees. Well, we got to keep moving with the show, so what's next?
Next, we're going to go to Heather Hughes with What's Happening.
Good morning, Enid. It's great to be here. The holidays are coming up quick, and so are a lot of fun events that you'll definitely want to check out in Enid. The Home for the Holidays Home and Garden Craft and Gift Show is going to be at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center, and that's going to be November 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and again on November 20th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Admission is only $4, and kids 12 and under get in free. This is one of the region's largest holiday shows, and there's going to be over 125 vendors. And it is the 23rd straight year of Enid Lights Up the Plains. This event is downtown, November 25th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. There's going to be wagon rides, Santa, Christmas lights, a parade, and lots more. Moving into December, the Holiday Circus Extravaganza is coming to the Chisholm Trail Expo Center. That's going to be December 7th. The show is from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. You can purchase tickets at bigtopshow.com. Also in December, the First Church of the Nazarene is having a living drive-through nativity. That's going to be December 9th through the 11th. It is from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And one last announcement, comedians Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy are bringing their We've Been Thinking tour to the C&B Center on April 1st. So you'll definitely want to check that out. Back to you, Steve.
We've Been Thinking tour, Jennifer.
I don't think they've been thinking much.
I
really,
don't think those guys, that's great. We don't have to go to Tulsa or Oklahoma City. They're coming right here in our backyard. So
Funny guys, funny guys.
we got to keep moving. It's 7:39. That clock is going quick, and be careful if you're running out the door to go to the office to get there by 8 o'clock today. And I think we got some food on the minds. I'm always looking for my next meal,
Yeah.
but we've got food on the minds for kids today. And the menu for grade school from pre-K to 5th grade.
Pre-K to 5th grade at Enid Public Schools. Tomorrow is today is the Thanksgiving meal. It's the turkey and mashed potatoes. Everybody looks forward to that all year round. And then tomorrow is fish sticks and hush puppies. Pineapple. I like pineapple. We do that.
Jed Clampett would say, doggies. Okay, folks, thank you for joining us at 7:40. One of my favorite times of the day is one-on-one with Jomara, and here we go.
Welcome to One-on-One with Jomara. Our special guest today is Colonel LaHaye from Vance Air Force Base. Colonel, thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Jomara. Thanks for having us on the show today. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We want to know what's going on Vance Air Force Base, but a couple of people have been wanting to know about the new runway replacement project. Can you tell us what's the state of that project?
Sure. This is a high-vis, big interest item for Vance and the local community, $36 million project. I will tell you that most of the new pavement laid down for the outside runway is complete. However, we do have a pause in the work right now for what we call an unforeseen site condition. And what that means basically is that the soil compaction is not dense enough in certain areas. So we're on a pause right now. To fix the problem, it costs a little bit extra money, if you will. So we are going through our chain of command all the way up to the Pentagon to seek additional funds. We expect within the next week or so to get the additional dollars that we need. At that point, we can ask the contractor to resume work, complete the project, as well as the outside runway and the corresponding taxiways. And once that happens, it's really going to increase our flying operations. It's going to really increase our capability to train in our UPT, our flying training program. And actually, I think this speaks volumes to the longevity and the viability of the base and the mission here in Enid, America.
Well, it's good to hear that the project is moving forward. Typically there's unforeseen
Site
variables,
conditions,
when you construct a big project. So I'm glad to hear that it's moving forward. And what was the original date of completion?
Well, yeah, the original date, and I'm not an engineer, but I did sleep at Holiday Inn Express. We were thinking about in the month December, but like I said, we need additional funds to fix the problem so we can move forward. We're almost complete. And I think once we get the funding, I expect another 2 months or so to really be 100%. And again, we can open up that outside runway and get spread out our flying operations and continue with the program.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. I can't wait for that project to be completed. I think it's going to be a great asset to Vance Air Force Base and to the Enid community.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk about the holidays. I cannot believe that we're almost at Thanksgiving. To me, it feels like summer still.
I know.
So are there any opportunities for the community to help airmen and women, men and women that may not have a place to go during this holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, if you will?
Right. So first of all, we appreciate the great generosity of Enid. What a great relationship with the community. Very generous. But I have checked with our chain of command and across the base, and actually we're doing pretty well this year. We're in the holiday season, but we have surveyed all the airmen, especially the young airmen, and everybody pretty much has a plan. There's a lot of opportunities on base to receive either a holiday meal or be part of some holiday event. So all that's taken care of, and probably their chain of command will either they will go to a place on base for a holiday meal, and this is from Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's.
Yes.
Or we'll actually deliver meals to their dorms, the dorm residents on the base. So I think we've done a good job of making sure we're prepared to take care of the young airmen, particularly on base, and we'll just move forward. So appreciate the opportunities to ask the question, but
Yes.
I think we're good to go. And of course, there's a lot of airmen who already have plans to go see family and friends either off base or out of state.
Well, that's really good to hear. And I'm sure that churches and their own community, had reached out to them already. So again, we love Vance Air Force Base, and we are always willing to help any way we can.
Yep, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Now, speaking about opportunities, other types of opportunities for the community to help out, what are the future events at Vance Air Force Base where the community can help or maybe be a part of, be involved somehow?
Yep. So, 2016 was a big year for us. We celebrated our 75th anniversary of existence of our mission, our base, our flying mission out here training. I will say that, of course, this past July we had the air show open house with the Thunderbirds,
Yes.
and we had a whole lot of visitors from the local community come onto the base. So that said, I think for 2017 we're going to start to just kind of throttle back a little bit. Not so many events planned in 2017 like 2016, but I would say that we're ready to go out to you guys in Enid and the local community. Starting off with Enid Lights Up the Plains. We're looking forward to that. But as we get into 2017, there's going to be a lot of touch points, a lot of things that we have lined up on our calendar to go off base, either through our Airmen for a Day program. We're hooked into the Enid Public School System. All those opportunities and multiple events, either in the downtown or around the Enid area. We're coming to you, and so it's already on our calendar, and we're looking forward to to continue to strengthen that community partnership.
Well, that's really wonderful to hear. I know that there are airmen and women that they help at the schools, either by serving lunch or popping popcorn on Fridays. I know at Coolidge School, they're very grateful that you guys go on Fridays to help. So we appreciate that as well.
Well, and I know we have an Adopt a School program, and I really like the fact that my particular organization adopted Enid High School, the Air Force Junior ROTC program. So we're on a frequent basis going out there talking to those classes. It's just a wonderful experience.
Well, that's really good to hear, and I'm sure the kids appreciate that very much. Now, let's talk about the upcoming graduation class at Vance Air Force Base. What can you tell me about the class?
We're excited. I mean, this is another victory. We do this every 3 weeks, but let me tell you, every graduation's special. So, we right now, this Friday, we're going to graduate 20 brand new, newly minted pilots. They're going to earn their silver wings, and they're basically going to scatter across the Air Force to go fly, fight, and win, as we say. This is really cool. Now, I'm going to attempt public math. So of the 20 graduates out there, I think about 13 are going to be flying reconnaissance, refueling, airlift type aircraft. 5 will be flying fighter aircraft. And then 2 will remain here at Vance to be instructor pilots, to teach other student pilots how to fly. So really excited about this, and it's great to have the family and friends come out to Vance and be part of this special occasion. And this is great because these men and women, these young aviators, they're going to go out across the Air Force. Their locations are coast to coast within the United States, but also overseas, and to include flying in some hostile environments in harm's way. So, they're our future Air Force leaders. Some of them, no doubt, will be wing commanders. A couple of them will be general officers, and who knows what else they're going to accomplish. And it all started here in Enid, America.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is wonderful to
So
hear.
it's a big victory for us.
Great. And you said the graduation will be this Friday?
This Friday, that's right.
Great.
Yep.
Now, if someone wants to contact you or the Public Affairs Department at Vance Air Force Base, willing to know more information on events, or they want to volunteer, they want to help, or they want to let you know that there's a volunteering opportunity for airmen, either at a school or a church, what's a good way to contact you?
Well, the best way is to contact our Public Affairs office. I don't have that number offhand right now. There you go, right there. So that is the perfect contact to reach the base and ask any question you want.
Okay, great. So if you didn't have a chance, the number on the screen, you can also visit their website, and that way you can find out more information on how you can reach out to Vance Air Force Base and let them know of an opportunity to volunteer or just get to know what's going on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Colonel LaHaye, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate your time and all the information. We are glad to know that the runway is on its way, and pretty soon we'll have that project complete. So that's really good to know. To all the airmen and women, we're glad that you have a place for the holidays. Keep us in mind. We think about you, and we wish you a great holiday season, and we thank you all for your service.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show, and happy holidays to you and yours.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you too. Thanks for watching One-on-One with Jomara. Now let's watch a promo video about ethics in city government.
Using the words government and ethics in the same sentence certainly seems like an oxymoron these days. But a community's ethical environment impacts each citizen and is an important responsibility of your community's leadership. Hello, I'm David Van Hooser, Ward 6 Commissioner for the City of Enid. On behalf of myself, the Mayor, and my fellow City Commissioners, we'd like to extend an invitation for you to attend the upcoming Ethics in City Government Forum set for Saturday, November 19th from 9 a.m. to 11:30, held right here in Enid.
Thank you, Commissioner Van Hooser. We appreciate that. Again, that's coming up Saturday. Doors will open at 9 o'clock at the City Administration Building, Ethics in City Government. Miss Chisholm, Oklahoma.
Yes.
We failed to mention about Friday night football, and Chisholm is still on a roll.
We are. Washington will be here Friday night. It'll be cold, bundle up, lots of layers. Kremlin Hillsdale had an awesome win last week. They're going to be going up against Regent Prep, at Regent Prep. And then Corn Bible is going to visit Pond Creek Hunter. So 3 teams still in it. It's going to be great.
Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, the weather's going to make it feel like
It'll be
playoffs.
football season. Yeah, absolutely.
Good morning, Enid. It's 7:51, holding steady at 60 degrees. You're planning the day. A high today is going to be a summer-like 78 degrees in the middle of November. Doesn't make sense, but we'll take it. And we'll also take the bow tie guy, Derrick Silas, with the Oklahoma Minute. In case you missed the news, here it is again.
Tuesday, the Enid City Commission voted to approve a contract to purchase property for the expansion of South Government Springs Park. And Tulsa Mayor Dewey Bartlett stunned local officials Tuesday in his final State of the City address, announcing his desire to be United States Transportation Secretary under President-elect Donald Trump. Last night, the Thunder took on the Rockets. The score was Oklahoma City 105, Houston 103. Tomorrow, they will play the Nets at 7 p.m. in Oklahoma City. In sports, this Saturday, OU will take on West Virginia at 7 p.m. It will air on ABC. OSU will play Texas Central at 11 a.m. in Fort Worth. It will air on FS1. And Tulsa University will play the University of Central Florida at 7 p.m. in Orlando, Florida. And on this day in history, in 2003, actor and former bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger is sworn in as the 38th governor of California. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you all.
Thank you, Derrick. Appreciate that. And I'd like to remind everybody, if you can stay around at 8 o'clock this morning, I had the privilege to visit with Roy Walgren, Marine Toys for Tots program here in Enid. It's a great interview because Roy was part of it, and we appreciate that. That's at 8 o'clock, Toys for Tots. It's amazing, this calendar. Here we're talking Christmas gifts and stuff like that.
It's such an amazing organization.
Yep.
You know, I mean, they do fantastic work.
Really enjoyed visiting with Roy. Real quick, let's look at the 3-day forecast, Jennifer. This is the opportunity for you to enjoy the colder weather, I think.
I hope so. Today's 78, but tomorrow we get 54 as our high. It's going to get really, really cold. Bundle up. Turn on those heaters because low of 29
Turn on the heaters.
Friday night. And then on Sunday, it's going to be sunny and windy with a high of 63 for your church forecast.
Okay, we've got to move quickly here with Heather Hughes and what's happening. So, Heather?
Good morning, Enid. Lots of fun events coming up to get you in the holiday spirit. The Home for the Holidays Home and Garden Craft and Gift Show will be at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center November 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and November 20th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it is the 23rd year of Enid Lights Up the Plains. This event is downtown on November 25th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. Moving into December, the Holiday Circus Extravaganza is coming to the Chisholm Trail Expo Center on December 7th. And this show is from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. Also in December, the First Church of the Nazarene is having a drive-through living nativity on December 9th through the 11th. and that is from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And one last announcement for the C&B Center. Comedians Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy are bringing their We've Been Thinking tour, and that's going to be Saturday, April 1st. Back to you, Steve.
Very good, Heather.
And you know those tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Be there or be square.
There you
Is
go.
that what they say? At 7:55, we want to remind you that next Monday, the Metropolitan Area Planning Commission will be aired on the Enid Television Network, be live streaming on enidtv.org. But next Monday, the MAPC meeting gets underway at 6 o'clock, the council chambers. And if you can't be there in person, you can watch it on Channel 12 and 112. Okay, we're getting excited. We've got a pet to adopt. You've been very gracious in helping us out, and we're going to do that in just a moment, so stick with us. Good morning, Enid. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
Hello. My doctor tells me that I suffer from a rare disease called dog slobber face itis. He says my only cure is to adopt a dog from the Enid Animal Shelter. Stop!
Dog slobber faceothelioma affects 1 in 53 Americans. There is no known cure. But there is hope. Studies have shown that repeated exposure to dog slobber can overcome this terrible, terrible disease. Robin is making great strides. Yes, great strides.
Do you or someone you love suffer from dog slobber faceothelioma? Call Enid Animal Control today at 580-249-4910. Don't wait another day to get the help you or your loved one needs.
There is no way you can't say we don't do professional promotional items. Dog slobber face myelioma or something.
I don't know.
Anyway, if you have it, stay tuned. And Jennifer, help us out.
Yeah,
We've got
Robin
a
is
pet.
here live in studio. She brought Gypsy today, a 1-year-old healer mix. Now, Gypsy needs to be spayed and have her rabies shot before she can be adopted. But that will, for $115 to the check to the city of Enid, she can be yours. She's very obedient and super sweet, as you
Look at
can
that.
tell right there. She's a sweetheart.
Have you noticed that Robin has this way with pets? They just
calm right down.
They calm right down. So that again, the number to help us out is 249-4910 here this morning if you have room. I know that you adopted a pet. You saw
I did.
on the
I
show.
saw Robin, yeah, and went down and got her, little Nutmeg. She's getting big now. She's precious.
Very
We
good.
love her.
249-4910 is the number to call. And again, you can find out if there's other pets. And by the way, there's a pen out there that you can bring your pet to run around with the other dogs, see if they cooperate. So keep that in mind as well. And looks like...
Do you think Gypsy's an indoor dog or an outdoor dog?
Well, it's a foot dog for sure because Jomara attracts all kinds of dogs. Look at that. He's got his paw on her foot.
Jomara might be bringing a new puppy home.
Yeah. Okay, well, folks, you've been really gracious to help us out adopt a pet, and we encourage you to do so. Hundreds of animals need to adopt each year, and you guys do a great job. Okay, we've got 30 seconds. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming
Thanks
back.
for having me.
Real
I
quick,
appreciate it.
Loaves and Fishes, somebody wants to call them.
580-540-9830. We're at 701 East Main, right across from
Oh.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
So come down and see us. If you have leftover cans in your cabinet after the holidays, you didn't quite make those cranberries like you thought you would, bring them down to us and we'll make sure they get to a good and meaty home.
Come back and see us, Jennifer. You do a great job for us, and we just appreciate the work that you're doing for Loaves and
Thank you,
Fishes.
appreciate it.
And what you can do the pokes thing if you want. Okay,
yeah.
we got to go. Make it a great day.